They thought they could scare her into submission, but they picked the wrong woman to mess with. My wife was just walking our dog near the community clubhouse when Karen, the self-appointed security chief of our HOA, stormed out like she was guarding the White House. She started yelling about unauthorized activity and demanded ID like she was CIA. My wife calmly tried to explain she lived here, but that just made Karen even angrier. Within seconds, she called over her HOA security team, 2 guys wearing cheap tactical vests, and then it happened. One of them pulled a taser and pointed it at my wife like she was a criminal. What they didn't know: my wife served 8 years in the military police. She dropped her leash, raised her hands just enough to make them feel comfortable, and then disarmed him in under 4 seconds. The taser was on the ground, the fake tough guy was on his knees, and Karen was screaming louder than our dog ever had. I showed up just minutes later after getting a panicked call. By the time I arrived, real police had already been contacted by neighbors who saw everything. Karen tried to spin the story, but witnesses backed up my wife 100%, and when the responding officers asked for the security team's certifications, they had none. No licenses, no authority, just HOA ego and plastic badges. Karen had been running her own protection squad for months illegally. My wife didn't press charges, but the officers did. Impersonating law enforcement, assault with a weapon, and unlawful detainment. Karen's little empire crumbled right there on the sidewalk. And the best part, the HOA board had no idea she'd even hired these people. Turns out, Karen was funneling extra security fees through fake invoices to pay her friends. My wife's military training didn't just protect her, it exposed an entire fraud ring operating under the HOA's nose. Karen's been banned from holding any community position ever again, and her trial is next month. Justice is coming. If you think this HOA power trip went too far, hit that like button, and drop a comment if you've ever dealt with a neighborhood tyrant like Karen. You won't believe what happened next when Karen tried to sue us. Is wild. Make sure you're subscribed to HK Stories so you don't miss it.